understood that the God that they serve, it is still true that his mercy endures forever. And I came to tell somebody that's good news this morning, that we serve a God whose mercy endures forever. That means if I'm black or white, red or yellow, rich or poor, his mercy endures forever. If I'm in Jerusalem or in Babylon, his mercy endures forever. If I'm in the house or out of the house, his mercy endures forever. If I'm employed or unemployed, his mercy endures forever. When I'm sick and when I'm well, his mercy endures forever. When I'm rich and when I'm poor, his mercy endures forever. When I'm up and when I'm down, his mercy endures forever. And I'm so glad that he went down into prayer. Daniel called on God for mercy, because it's of the Lord's mercies that we are not consumed, and because of his compassions they fail not, and great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. And no sooner than they prayed, the Bible declares that in the middle of the night, Daniel had a night vision. In the middle of the night, Daniel received an answer. In the middle of the night, Daniel received his breakthrough. In the middle of the night, God answered their prayer. And I came to tell somebody that late in the midnight hour, God is able to turn it around. God is able to fix your situation. God is able to make a way out of no way. And he may not come when you want him, but he's always right on time. I'm so glad this morning that I tried Jesus and I found out he specializes in divine intervention. Just when you thought it was not going to work, just when you thought you were going down for the count, just when you thought all hell was breaking loose, just when you thought the devil was having his day, God will show up. God will show out. God will show off. He will intervene. He'll step in. He'll step out. And you never even knew that it was Jesus that came to your rescue. Bible declares that after he prayed, God answered the prayer. And when God answered the prayer, Daniel broke out into a shout. Daniel broke out into a praise party. Daniel broke out and had church all by himself. For the Bible declares that Daniel blessed the God of heaven. He started having church. Sometimes you got to have church when nobody else will. Sometimes you got to holler, scream, shout, jump, kick. Come on, somebody. Do something to show that you're alive. Because when you realize all that you've been through and all that God brought you through, nobody but Jesus, nobody but God. Tap your neighbor for the first time and tell him, but God. Just when you thought you were going to die, but God. Just when you thought you were going to lose your mind, but God. Just when you thought you would never survive, but God. You've come to December of 2016. They counted you out. They said you'd never make it. They said you'd never amount to anything. But God specializes in interjecting, intervening, a cosmic conjunction known as but. Is there anybody here that knows the power of but God? It means in the spiritual realm that whatever is before the but is canceled out because of God. because he's after the but. And I came to tell you that I'm so glad, but God, I'm so glad that when I was down and out, didn't think I was coming up, but God, I'm so glad that my God has the last say. My God has the last laugh. Romans 5 and 8 says, but God demonstrates his love toward us all in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died. He died for us. I'm so glad that Genesis 50 chapter 20 says, as for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for my good. Is there anybody here that can celebrate Psalm 73 verse 26? My flesh and my heart fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Anybody here can celebrate the day? Psalm 49 14 and 15, like sheep they are laid in the grave, death shall feed on thee. The upright shall have dominion over thee in the morning, and their beauty shall be consumed in the grave, far from their dwelling. But God will redeem my soul from the power of the grave, from the power of death, from the power of hell. Jesus came, Jesus lived, Jesus died. Hell had a party. Hell's hounds rejoiced because they thought they had him right where they wanted him. Nails in his hands, nails in his feet, pierced him in his side. But little did they know that's not how the story is. But God rose, but God raised him from the dead. And on the third day morning, he got up with all power in his hands. And because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know who holds the future. Life is worth living because he lives. Shake your neighbor's hand for the first time and tell that neighbor, but God, he woke me up this morning. But God, he started me on my way. But God, he paid my bills. But God, he's keeping me alive. But God is fixing my problems. But God is healing my body. But God is turning my situation upside down and right side up. But God is able, he's able, he's able to do exceeding abundantly above all that you can ask or that you can think. But God, yes, he is. But God, he's all right with me. But God, he shows up right on time. Yes, he does. Shake the other neighbor for the last time and tell that neighbor, but God, put on your preacher voice, put your hand on your hip, let your backbone slip, and say, but God is working it out. He's working it out. He's working it out for me right now. We've been made endure for a night, but joy, 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 joy comes in the morning. Shout yeah, shout yeah, shout yeah, shout yeah. Yeah!